We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Set, 50, play. Record. Check 3, check 2.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Ready, set, recon, 132 fighter. Here we go. There.
A handoff for Etienne. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
60 or pilot, 64, weak. You're out. Shit.
Here's a give to Etienne. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Check back 16. Let him know.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cardinal. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
There we go. Check the eagle.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Big Lion.
I'm coming after you. Check 43.
Richardson shotgun on third down. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 40 now on second down, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. These two teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville. And that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After the sack on first down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other, launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Indy. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Go. Go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
You go tight. You got
Hey, check that. Street.
36.
19 tight.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Fight.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hey, foxtrot. Hey, check back 16. Check back 16. Here I come. Number 16's coming. Check back.
On first down, Lawrence. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Hey, check back. Check. Hey, Alpha. Watch the run.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Come on. Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Viking 18.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check pass, check pass.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
19. 25, check 25, check 25.
Kill. Turn it up.
They go play action with Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And that's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Etienne once more. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike 16, Mike 16. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now Lawrence.
Here we go, D. All day defense.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Move.
Hey, do.
Lawrence. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mike 16, Mike 16.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again. And this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal,
Let's go.
get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Hey, smash Broncos!
Who that? Who that? Check 31, check 31.
Richardson going right to the air. This one completes Alec Pierce. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Colts had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch twist. Watch twist. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Here I come. Here I come.
They'll run here with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. 30 base.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, box cut.
Hey, check back 16. Check back 16.
Cheetah.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60.
Hey, let's go. It's time to crash.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
And Mark, 2021 is the season Jonathan Taylor arrived as one of the best backs in the NFL. He became the first Colt to ever win the running back triple crown, leading the league in carries, yards, and touchdowns. He didn't stop there, also leading in first downs, runs of 20-plus yards, and he had the longest run of the NFL season. Simply put, Taylor was the league's best at what he does by almost every possible metric.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
3 down.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. 3 down.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone score.